All right, this is Coach Lake. So we're on lesson 2, part C, emotions and stress. Last time I left, you were talking about coping. And just to review once more, because it is important. Um, so to cope with a problem, you need to do 3 things: identify what causes the problem, decide on a way to solve the problem, and carry out your plan as a way to cope with it, whatever that issue is. So coping helps you to feel better, and it really relieves anxiety. All right, that should be new. When you succeed in solving a problem, you relieve stress. It's like a balloon when you let the air out. Learning to cope with one problem may help you in dealing with other problems. You can learn from your successes as well as your mistakes. So you live by learning. Experience over time also helps to relieve stress. Often, when people try something new, they find it stressful, like making these videos. At first, I'm not going to lie, somewhat stressful. Now, it's not that big of a deal. The more you do things and gain experience, the less stress will be associated with those things. So the more you do something, the more comfortable you get with it, the easier it becomes. Here are some actions that can relieve stress and promote mental health. One is just paying attention to your emotional signals. Signals recognize that you're getting upset, that you're worried, that you're starting to grieve. Just recognize what's going on. 2, identify what you need. Make sure that your expectations are reasonable, though. I need $1 million is probably yes. I think everyone says they would need $1 million or they'd like to have $1 million, but your expectations need to be reasonable. 3, be willing to take responsibility for meeting your own needs without waiting for others to try to please you. So don't wait for someone else to do something for you. Be proactive, ask, take the initiative, try to solve it on your own or with someone's help. Ask for what you need, kind of what I just said. That was number 4. 5, determine how to get the rest of what you need honestly and fairly. 6, seek help through talking with trusted individuals. So if you can't go solo, if you don't want to go solo, find somebody who you trust that then you talk to. Use positive self-talk. Don't think of yourself or speak to yourself as an idiot, but encourage yourself and have a positive mindset and attitude. Easier said than done, I recognize this. Engage in physical activity is an easy one that you can control, and plan ahead. All right. So I'm going to do some checking for understanding. I'm going to say 5 sentences, and I want you to write down or think of. I'd prefer you write them down, especially if you missed class and you're just catching the video, and then turn this into me. I want you to write down what the definition is of the item that I'm going to say. So, a feeling that causes a person to want to escape. What is that? Feeling that causes a person to want to escape. 2, dealing with or overcoming problems. So you're dealing with overcoming problems. What are you doing? How are you dealing with that? Feeling after a loss or feelings after a loss. Feeling after a loss or feelings after a loss. Strong feeling of displeasure. Strong feeling of displeasure. Feeling after stress is gone. All right. So that's the end of lesson 1 and 2. So to get ready, what are some of the big ideas? I'm going to run through those. What are the big ideas? Emotions begin with thoughts and may cause physical changes or reactions. Emotions are useful because they let you know when things are right or wrong. 3, 5 basic human needs are physical, safety, belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. You will need to know those. Physical and safety needs are the 2 most basic needs out of the 5. The 2 kinds of belonging needs are belonging to a place and belonging with people. Belonging with people leads to friendship and other relationships. 6, esteem needs involve the esteem of others and self-esteem, which is determined by your own self-concept. 7, self-actualization needs involve achieving your possibilities and going beyond yourself to give to others. 8, while people have the same needs, they may have different ways of showing those needs. You need to be cognizant of that. 9, stress is a natural mental and physical reaction to anything that requires you to adapt. Stress can be either good or bad. Next one. Some reactions to stress are automatic and some are not. A person may choose to think about how to deal with stress. Resisting stress often works. Your brain triggers physical reactions to stress. It then sends chemical messages into your bloodstream, important, that may cause faster breathing, flushing, sweating, perspiration, and other physical reactions. Anger can lead to aggression. The best way to handle anger is to talk about it. Emotions that are often linked to stress are, remember these 4, fear, anger, grief, and relief. All emotions are natural, normal. How you handle emotions is important to your mental health. Coping with stress involves thinking through a problem, deciding on how to solve the problem, and carrying out that decision. You can learn from your successes as well as your mistakes. You can choose to change behaviors that don't work well for you. All right, and so that is our lessons 1 and 2 on emotions. Next, and so if you've missed anything, go ahead and watch the videos. Thank you for tuning in. The next lessons that we have are on maintaining mental health. I hope we can all maintain mental health. Have a good day. See ya. Bye.